3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Spiller to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Chargers at 4-8 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Herbert. Setting up the screen. Here's Spiller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Spiller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Ready.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They'll run for it with Spiller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here because you know he wants to go out there and contribute,
but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying, I believe more in my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making. Now they've got it 1st and goal after that conversion. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne, and he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Great job.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Hey, Lion. Easy. Silver.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
Hey, let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sink right. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Frazier. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
They run behind center with Spiller. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a pickup of 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it is now 21-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Let's go. Hey, set.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On third down, it's Spiller. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 20 yards rushing for him now to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff to Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers open the lead up to 34-0. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, two-footer.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's 3rd and 6.
30 left.
Lawrence. That is caught. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. First down, Jacksonville. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Let's go. Hey. Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Hey, Ryan. 13, Luke.
Here's Lawrence to throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that,
he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Again, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Parker Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Underneath to Spiller. Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 15.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they run. It's Mason. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Go. Let's go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, son.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now Mason. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Herbert. Setting up the screen. Here's Spiller.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Isaiah Spiller.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Easy. Read it, 24. Read it, 54. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Route.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
And Bigsby once more.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Lawrence. Now inside the 25. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And he fends him off. Out to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46.
On the handoff, Spiller knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Again on the ground. Again it's Spiller. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision."
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! I got him.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another run by Bigsby.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Kill.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days.